Hi, I'm Billy Davidson, the owner of Davidson Pressure Washing Painting, located in Hammond, Louisiana. Today I want to talk to you about how to kill germs with household bleach. Household bleach is a great disinfectant. It has been disinfecting things for many, many years, and it's been known to disinfect things for over 200 years. So it's a very good in disinfection for germs and viruses and other types of bacteria and things that can cause you or your family or your pets harm. So household bleach in the right concentration forms is a very powerful way to kill these germs, and it's very inexpensive. Oftentimes we overuse this bleach and use it way too strong, and sometimes when bleach is in short demand, you don't want to waste it. Every drop is priceless. So we're going to go over a couple things today on how to use this bleach to kill germs on your countertops, doorknobs, microwave stoves, refrigerator handles, and even just the doorknobs in general around the house. Things in your bathroom, such as your countertops, your bathroom, obviously toilets, toilet seats, toilet bowls, and faucets and things like that, and even inside the shower. So basically what we're going to talk about is mixing this concentrated household bleach, which is about at a 6% solution by volume. So it's 94% water basically, and 6% something we call sodium hypochlorite in the industry. Sodium hypochlorite is just a long name for bleach, that we refer to. So this is 6%. This 6% is way too strong to be using in anything in your house. It can deteriorate cloths immediately. It can ruin rugs, etch glass, definitely hurt paint and things like that. But using this in the right concentration is very effective, cheap, and safe. So we're gonna go over a couple things here. Like I said, this is a 6% solution. There are some other bleaches out there that are a little bit higher that are in the household section, the cleaning section. Those are about 8%. Even if you do find the 8%, you can still use this recipe, or the 6% is good. The only one that you would have to bump up your solution on is if there is a 2% version out there. That's very rarely found. Sometimes that's being found at some of the only $1 stores, and I think it goes by like a name called Top Job. Now, if that's the only bleach you can get, sure, go ahead and use it. But just remember, you'll have to use 3 times as much as that as the 6% to reach the same concentration forms, which I'll describe to here in a second. So a good way to coat and apply a disinfectant bleach solution to countertops, doorknobs, handrails that may be around your if you live in an apartment complex, or any other your work area. If you can find just an old spray bottle, glass cleaner bottle that's empty, or if it's just got a little bit in it, you want to empty it out, definitely go ahead and rinse it out really well, because we don't want to cross-contaminate what other chemical may have been in your spray bottle and mixing it with bleach. So rinse it out, let it air dry for 10-15 minutes, maybe turn it upside down, let it drip out. Basically what you want to do, I don't recommend mixing, this is a 32-ounce bottle, so I don't recommend mixing up the entire 32 ounces, just because I don't know what type of spray bottle you'll be using, and some spray bottles degrade when bleach solution hits it. So mix up just enough that you're going to use over the next few days. And what I mean by the next few days, maybe a 3-day period is probably good enough. Oftentimes, my personal use, during the flu season, we'll probably use about 1 cup of this solution over a 3-day period. So we'll use that equation so you can learn how to mix this up in a safe solution that's effective. And again, sometimes bleach is in short supply, and we don't want to waste no more than what we have to. We don't want to over mix something and be wasting bleach, especially if you only got a partial of a gallon left, or you finally found 1 gallon or something, and you want to definitely be careful with it. So for example, if we have a 32-ounce spray bottle, this is a standard 32-ounce spray bottle, I recommend doing about 8 ounces of water in it. That would give you 1 cup, and a half an ounce of 6% sodium hypochlorite household bleach. A half an ounce equals to 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon of the bleach in 8 ounces of water will give you a concentration form that it will disinfect countertops, doorknobs, microwaves, just about anything in your house. Now, keep in mind, even at that very diluted concentration form, you can discolor dark colored clothing with it. So be very careful of that. If you got sensitive skin, you may want to wear gloves. And if you have allergies to bleach or chlorine, you might want to have your house well ventilated while you're doing it, and that might be a good idea anyway. You can mop with this solution. I have seen some people mix this solution and spray the floor and then damp mop over it. As long as you're not spraying some type of hardwood surfaces that has been, it's real wood and has organic materials in it. Most of our flooring these days are composite materials or either some type of stone. That's definitely safe to do. 1 tablespoon to 8 ounces is plenty strong enough to kill any type of bacteria or viruses. The way it kills viruses, it basically, if you know a little bit about microbiology, viruses are wrapped in a protein shell, and that protein shell is really sticky and has a lot of lipids in it, which is a fatty substance. And this bleach breaks down through those lipids and gets to that protein, basically allows that that protein shell around that virus to unravel and become hard, almost like a hard-boiled egg. It does the same thing as heat would do to it, and therefore destroying the virus and keeping the virus from reproducing and replicating. And so that's the way you do it. There are other cleaners that you can use. It's hydrogen peroxide. I don't have any peroxide here with me, but peroxide would have to be used in the form that you get it straight out of the bottle. And basically, peroxide also can discolor fabrics and things, so you want to be careful with that. But you could pour peroxide on something and just wipe it down, and it's good to go. Now, whenever you're using a bleach solution, in our industry, we always say if it's wet, it's still working. So whenever you do wipe something down with it, you want to be able to visibly see that it is wet for it to work. If you have a very damp rag and you wipe a surface and you don't actually see that wet mark, that means you're not doing it effective enough. It has to actually have a wet mark. So therefore, if you want to wear some gloves, if you're doing this with a sponge or a washcloth, or if you're doing a direct application by spraying it directly, like onto let's say a refrigerator or some countertop, you want to make sure it is wet and you have an even coat of wetness on it. So, and this gallon here has 256 tablespoons in it. So you can make basically 256 cups of disinfectant with 1 gallon of bleach. And some recipes call for a half of a tablespoon. Some of the hard viruses that are out in the news today are calling for 1 tablespoon. It's double the amount, just to make sure it's being disorganized, that virus is, and being destroyed. So again, just to recap, 1 tablespoon per 8 ounces of water. 8 ounces is a cup. If you wanted to bump that up, you can. If you wanted to make 2 cups, 2 tablespoons, or either 1 ounce, however you want to do your measurements, and make sure it's wet. And be sure, and again, just to recap, watch your fabrics, don't discolor fabrics, rugs, and that sort of thing. If you got an allergy to it, definitely wear gloves, because this stuff will dry your hands out. And if you got allergies such as some type of respiratory stuff like asthma, so you might want to ventilate the house or have someone else do it for you. So anyway, I hope this helps. Again, I'm Billy Davison with Davison Pressure Washing Painting, and y'all leave a comment below if this helps. If you want to tag a name in the comments below, that person will be notified if they see this. This is if you're sharing it on Facebook. So if you see somebody you might want to share this to, you can just tag their name at the bottom, and then it'll pop up in their news feed. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. And if y'all need my help personally, my name is Billy Davison, the owner of Davison Pressure Washing Painting. I'll be reached at 985-345-0778. God bless y'all, and everyone stay safe out there.